Man, I don't know about like any of like you guys, but for me personally, I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm not hyped, because I don't want to jinx the game, but I am excited. I think excited is the better word. But the only thing that I'm concerned about with this Unity is just the storyline. Everything else looks fine, like the gameplay looks fine, the graphics, even though it's 900p 30 frames, it still looks fine. It looks good. But again, the only worry that I have is that it's just that storyline. Because in my opinion, I think Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed 2 by far has the most compelling storyline. Like those two games out of Brotherhood and Revelations and even that Assassin's Creed 3, still I think the first two AC games is like by far the best in the entire series. Even Black Flag, Black Flag had the exploration in it, which like you could go fishing, fishing for whales and sharks, to like cruising the Caribbean Sea on your ship that you can customize as well. You can find like treasure chests and like a whole bunch of pirate stuff and pirate themed stuff. It was just such a cool game. The only concern that I had was that it was an Assassin's Creed game. Maybe if Ubisoft made what I reckon Black Flag should have been was an actual pirate game. Like take Assassin's Creed 4, just like take that out and just leave Black Flag, because that was a pirate game. Like, I don't think that was an Assassin's Creed game. That was more of a pirate game than an AC game, especially compared to the other AC games like Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2 and stuff like that. But again, I really hope Ubisoft know what they're doing with their storylines, because because they tend to sort of like really stretch this AC lore and the narrative. They really stretch it out, and they, especially Brotherhood. Brotherhood was the first game that I thought to myself, I was like, oh damn, like I played it, it's still a good game, but still I thought in the back of my mind, I was like, oh nah, this is just, Ubisoft is now trying to like give us like little crumbs, like they're really milking this Assassin's Creed, and even though I am excited for Unity, I still hope that there is some type of good storyline in there that they can tell, because from the past games that they've made, the storyline has sort of gotten weaker and weaker and weaker, especially that Assassin's Creed 3. I thought that finale should have been done better or written better. But from looking at these gameplay demos that I've seen on YouTube, it looks like that Ubisoft have really gone back to the roots of like, especially in terms of parkour and sword fighting, which was the two main activities that you've done in Assassin's Creed. You were either killing people with your sword or your hidden blade. If you're not killing people with your sword or your hidden blade, then you'd be parkouring everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere, and with the new mechanic that you can parkour down buildings, I think that's I think that's spot on, because I don't know about any of you guys, but that's what I actually done if there was no haystack, I would actually hang off the edge and then slowly climb my way down to get to the bottom, you know. Yeah, so I quite like that mechanic, and the sword fighting from again what I've seen in previous gameplay demos. The sword fighting looks to be redone. You know, like all of that has been taken away to to give the player a more challenging experience, a more satisfying result. And the other thing that I was concerned about with Unity was the present day storyline. That was the other thing where Ubisoft has actually said nothing. Like, there has been no information as far as I've looked for. Like they haven't mentioned the present day. I don't know if you still play as yourself or if you play as another character. I don't know. They haven't really said much about the present day, which has made me sort of like, oh, okay, have they even done a present day story? Will the present day still be in there, or will it be something like Black Flag, which was the downfall of Black Flag? It was the present day. It was really weak, and there was next to nothing for you to do in the present day. It was sort of perhaps even maybe a waste of time, you know, doing a separate present day storyline with the Animus storyline. Yeah, so I hope that Unity has also got a decent present day storyline as well, you know. And hopefully in this game your character that you play as actually speaks, which was another thing that I got annoyed at. Was in Black Flag your character doesn't speak, he just like walks around with his tablet, you know, saying absolutely nothing. You know, walks around, talks to other people, but the other person, you know, it's like, I hope in Unity they do something worthwhile with the present day storyline, or else it'll be the exact same as Black Flag. Now, I'm sure that Ubisoft will do a good job. I mean, it's Ubisoft we're talking about. These guys have been making games for years and years, man. You know, so surely Assassin's Creed Unity should be at least decent. Or, I mean, my concern is that I just don't want it to become another Watch Dogs, because, I mean, Watch Dogs isn't a bad game by all means, but what I am saying is that I have seen better and I have played better games from Ubisoft, and that Watch Dogs sort of, even though it was good, it still sort of felt flat, or it felt incomplete in some way or in some form. And I hope Assassin's Creed Unity is a full game. I hope that they really push and make this game a worthwhile game to buy and to play, not only for Assassin's Creed fans but also for other people that want to play a next-gen game, because, you know, there hasn't been very many out. Yeah, so I just hope that they know what they're doing. I hope that they do, or else Assassin's Creed will just become another milked franchise. And I hate milked franchises, even though I'm a fan of Assassin's Creed still. Yeah, so I reckon make Unity the last Assassin's Creed game. Or if Ubisoft plan to do more, then maybe make two more after, either one after Unity, or two more Assassin's Creed games after Unity, because after that it'll just start to get stale and dry and no one will buy them, or even the hardcore fans will just wait for a price drop and then buy the game. So yeah, so I reckon what the series needs is a damn good ending, like a really worthwhile ending, and then that's it, and then just leave it. move on to another, you know, maybe work on Watch Dogs. Maybe Watch Dogs 2 might be. Hopefully, you can make Watch Dogs 2 a bit, heaps better than the first one, or I don't know. Are you guys still hyped for Assassin's Creed Unity? Has the series has the Assassin's Creed series already stagnant and dry? I mean, yeah, who knows? I mean, whatever. Anyways, that's me. I'm done talking. Thanks to everyone that watched me talk to myself. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you up in my next video.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the wind was foul and the sea ran high. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. She shipped it green and none went by, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her.